This is the most important game
Tonight
of the Prem.
is like a cup final.
Man City versus Arsenal, guys.
At the
happening.
Etihad.
It is happening.
The title decider. Whoever wins this is most likely going to go on and win the league. How are you feeling?
I'm incredibly stressed. I cannot remember the last time I was this stressed, if I'm being honest. It's between this game that's going to stress my balls and against Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Full disclosure, she doesn't have balls.
I don't even know how to function today. I'm just like twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the game because it is going to be a good one.
Well, I'd like to start this off by finding out your combined 11 between Manchester City and Arsenal, using only players that are currently available. So not those that are injured, based on current form. Yeah, Xhaka I'm going to include. I know he's doubtful for the game, but he could potentially play. So I have included him in the comparison. So let's get started. This is WIFEY's combined 11.
And this is my favorite ball, just in case you haven't seen it.
You don't know that already. Starting in goals, we have Edison or Ramsdale.
I'm going to go with Edison.
I've been seeing a lot of people recently saying that Ramsdale is actually overrated. I don't know.
Overrated? But a lot of people also say that Edison is overrated. So I suppose it just comes down to personal opinions.
You say Edison.
I say Edison.
Okay, we're going to right back. John Stones, who has been recently playing in the right back / central midfield position. We're putting him at right back. Stones versus Ben White, who has had a phenomenal season. I didn't expect him to play that well.
Are you trying to change my answer?
Just give me all the context.
I have to go with Stones. There's no question about it.
Centre back, we have Diaz versus Magalhães.
Diaz. Guys.
She did not even hesitate.
There's no hesitation with Diaz. He is so solid and such an important part of our squad, guys. Since he's come back, we have not lost. That is impressive. Not even a thought about it. Diaz, hands down.
Akanji or Holding?
Akanji. But underrated.
Okay, wait. I want to change things up a bit. What about Ruben Diaz versus Holding, rather? Diaz, okay. And then Akanji versus Magalhães. Who would you take?
Now we got to think about it. You see, I'm going to have to go with Akanji again. Such a great signing for us. So underrated, actually. I got to have him and Diaz there.
What does Magalhães have to do to get into a combined 11?
See, I wanted to start this off by saying I'm going to try not be biased, but I'm just going with...
I get you.
I'm just going with...
I get you.
What I would want, guys.
Okay, left back we have Laporte will most likely play left back.
Yeah.
Say Laporte versus Zinchenko.
I gotta go with Zinchenko. See, I have to...
A former City player.
What are the chances? No, but guys, we can't even question that. Zinchenko is quality.
Well done, Zinchenko, for being the first Arsenal player in WIFEY's combined 11. Nice.
So, that's a no-brainer.
CDM, Rodri or Partey?
Rodri. I'm not taking away from Partey at all. I'm not. But I gotta stick with my man Rodri, guys.
I have to say, if anybody doesn't include Rodri in their combined 11, they're wrong.
The comparisons that I've seen a lot is Casemiro, Rodri, and Partey.
They have been the three best CDMs this season.
So it's about how you would rank them, I suppose. But in this case, I would take Rodri.
Okay, here's a tough one. We have KDB or Odegaard. Odegaard, probably one of Arsenal's players
of the season. But it's KDB, you know? So there's been a lot of talk comparing the two of them. I'm going to go with KDB. I think if Odegaard continues the way he is going, he will be one of the best.
I agree.
But in this case, I can't. How do you have a combined 11 without KDB? It does not take away from the quality of Odegaard and what he has done for Arsenal this season. But I got to stick with my man.
Although he also plays on the right wing sometimes, I'm going to add Bernardo Silva into this combined 11. So Bernardo Silva or Granit Xhaka, who could be missing out on the game, but I've included him. Also had a great season. He's only missed one game for Arsenal, which was their previous one against Southampton.
Sorry, this combined 11 is basically Man City. I will admit that this choice is my own bias. I am going with Bernardo Silva. I think he is one of the best players at Man City. Such an important part of our squad. He's like fucking everywhere, okay?
In the Prem, I have to say.
As much as, like you said, Xhaka has had a great season for Arsenal, I'm just going to use my bias and I'm going to go with Bernardo Silva.
And right now, he has been in some incredible form. He's a machine.
That guy blows my mind. I absolutely love watching him. It like brings me such joy.
We move on to right wing. Let's say Mahrez versus Saka. Mahrez, who just scored a semi-final hat-trick for Man City in the FA Cup. versus Saka, who will potentially be Arsenal's player of the season, one of the best young players in the world right now.
This is actually
in incredible
This
form.
is very painful to admit, but I'm gonna have to say Saka. I always talk about how underrated Mahrez is, and I honestly believe he is incredibly underrated. Whenever he's on the field, look at the quality that he produces, and a lot of the time I'm like, Pep, you must stop the guy, you know? But I can't deny Saka's placement. He would have to make
that's
it
the right choice.
into a combined 11. I love Saka, guys. Little Saka, he's just, he's so cute. Just like a genuinely,
He's a great player.
He's a great player.
All right, yeah.
And he just seems
Skillful,
like such a,
quick,
oh man.
create goals, score goals.
You can't have it to be wrong to not include him in a combined 11.
Okay,
so
fair enough.
I'm gonna have to put Saka there.
Okay, left wing, we have Jack Grealish, your boy, Jackie Boy, versus Martinelli, who I believe I think he's Arsenal's top goal scorer. I could be wrong.
I think he is.
I know
but-
he has been having a phenomenal season for them. Then again, Jack Grealish is in the form of
You
his
see,
life
okay, so
right
let's
now.
just talk about that, okay? Because if we're comparing goals with goals, right? Obviously, Martinelli is much higher than Grealish, okay? But that doesn't take away from what Grealish brings to the team and the chances he creates, and
He
he's been
does
so
have. He has
on
a
it.
really good influence. He does.
He does, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like he's incredibly important for the squad. I must hype that man's season up before I go and choose Martinelli.
One thing Jack does that a lot of players do this, but he's like a master of this, is being able to draw in a tackle, draw in a foul,
And I know
break
that
down.
pisses a lot of people off.
It breaks
but-
down play. It gives Man City an advantage. It gives them a potential free kick that they can
Yeah.
score from, or puts the opposition in a dangerous place. I must say, he has had a phenomenal season. Jack or Martinelli?
I know that the correct answer for people would be Martinelli. I get that.
This is your
This
bias.
is incredibly hurtful, but I have to go. I'm gonna stick with Martinelli.
Are you gonna stick with
As
Martinelli?
much
I think
as it
that's-
hurts me-
I think that's the right choice.
It doesn't take away from Grealish and what he's done and what he continues to do for the team, but if we're talking hypothetical combined 11, I'm gonna have to go with Martinelli.
And finally, I don't even think I need to ask you.
I
this.
don't hate
Haaland.
you, Jackie boy.
Haaland or Jesus?
Haaland.
That's an easy one.
That's I didn't even need to think about it.
Okay,
like-
so you got Zinchenko, Martinelli, and Saka, 3 Arsenal players in this combined 11. Based on current form, I mean, Arsenal have dropped 6 points in their last 3 games. They've drawn 3 games in a row. City have been unstoppable. You cannot not have majority City players in this
You
combined
see,
11.
that's the thing.
So I
And
understand your answers, and I actually would have probably done the same.
we have to acknowledge that Arsenal have had a phenomenal season, okay? And honestly, whoever wins tonight, this is such an important game. And if Arsenal do come out on top, I'll be the first to admit that they deserve the
The
trophy.
thing is, if Arsenal do beat you guys, you still are at an advantage because of the games that they dropped points recently. So you guys could still win it, even if you lose tonight.
I suppose it is a title decider then from a confidence level as well. Think about it. If you are Arsenal and you're going to lose to Man City tonight and you've drawn your last 3 games, you're certainly not going to
I
be
think
feeling...
it is over for Arsenal. If they
very
do not win
confident.
tonight, it is over for Arsenal. They will be the official bottlers this season.
If I was an Arsenal fan, I think I would cry because the season they've had...
Can't get any worse than being Liverpool with 99 points and not
100%.
winning. Can't be worse
Listen,
than
nothing
that.
compares to that.
Well, the other thing that could be worse is being a Spurs fan, coming second in the league, being better than Man City, but still losing to Leicester. I think that
Yo,
was the craziest
What a
season.
time, what a time,
But
what a time.
to close this video off, let's give our
Predictions.
predictions for the game. I'll start by saying I really think, which might surprise you, think City is going to have an incredibly dominant performance tonight.
Really?
A 4-1 kind of performance.
That's the
I
usual scoreline,
I
guys.
really think City are going to just show the level of quality that they have and just show Arsenal, you guys are doing well. You're a young team. You've had a great season, but you're just not quite there yet. So 4-1 is my prediction.
I will be so happy, guys. I will be jumping if they score 4 goals. I'm going to go... See, in my gut, I'm feeling 2-1 to Man City.
2-1 to Man City.
Yes, I don't...
It could be a
Because the
low-scoring
thing
game.
is,
You're right. Like, it
because
could
they
be.
are so, like you said, they are a young squad. I get that. But they are quite on par. Well, actually, tonight is going to show us how on par they are. And then obviously hoping that home advantage will assist. But I'm going to stick with 2-1. I think Man City are going to take this. And I believe in my boys.
So let us know who would be in your combined 11, as well as what you think tonight's score will be. Let us know your predictions. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for some more content.
Oopsie! Done.